for 2019.
Not exactly.
Yes, because of that. One says
it's competitive.
Must, they say must, and the other one says he will die.
That's all that is political.
Beautiful.
Posturing.
Now the ones where, as a post-mortem, let's review how how the offices they've held and their leadership. How has it affected Rivers? Because every day, PDP people grumble to me that nothing they drop. Every day, APC boys are grumbling, nothing they drop. Now, so I expected that by virtue of all this, we're talking of a Rivers State budget in excess of 407 billion and a Ministry of Transport budget about 202 billion plus other MDAs that are there. So we want you to find out, want to know if Rivers State is better off.
Fantastic.
After this period.
Counting the cost.
Counting the cost.
Let me just quickly add that Iyala Ogbogara has just joined us. He's a member of the APC, and Mr. Ebios has just said that nothing they drop. I have not heard any of this. Mr. Ebios has said that APC people are complaining that nothing is happening.
Yes, commissioners.
I was the Ogbogara Iyala in Abuja
APC
last week.
people.
I was the Ogbogara in Iyala last week, and he I mean, he's, we see them in Abuja all the time, so it means that something may be happening and you may not know.
Why are they complaining?
Now you need to also understand that a lot of the APC people are no longer here with you. A lot of them are in Abuja. I see them all the time.
I go to Abuja too. Don't forget I partly live in Abuja.
They're complaining.
Yeah.
I see them in all the good places.
Boys are grumbling.
Are you grumbling?
You don't put him in that corner.
No, are you grumbling? Let us know if you are grumbling. Tell us if you are grumbling.
I think you should speak for the PDP boys. While Ayana will speak for the APC.
No, am I in the PDP?
No. At least
are you asking whether are you in the PDP?
What is the meaning of that?
Are you really asking?
I am not. Of course, I'm not a registered member of any. I'm saying this very. I'm saying this very categorically.
You're not a member of the PDP, but you are fanatically sympathetic to the PDP. Will I be wrong to say that?
That is your individual opinion.
No. It's not as if it's my individual
opinion. You actually have a right to that. I am actually the one asking the questions here, Mr. Iyala Ogbogara. I am the one asking the questions. Now the point has been made. No member of this team is a registered member of any political organization, but we have actually rights to have sympathies, have our opinions, have sympathies for candidates, as it were. But also the fact is that I do support some APC candidates when I think that they're good enough. All right. The point of the matter, which Mr. Abels has read right now, is the grumbling part, is it correct? Just quickly, because we're going to open the lines now. Is the grumbling part correct? I know the recession has set in. To me,
I would feel it's an individual thing.
Can I modify that?
Okay, you can.
If they're not grumbling, have your young APC people, how many people have over 1,000 people gotten employment?
Now the thing you will ask here is that
1,000. Okay, let me reduce it to 200.
We cannot sit down here. We cannot sit down here and begin to talk about how many persons have gotten employment so far. Like I know a particular thing that NEMA itself, they have employed more than 400 to 500 persons from Rivers State.
That's not true.
No, but that's true. I may not go into details.
In what capacity?
I may not go into details.
Please, you need to provide information.
No, I may not go into details.
You need to tell us.
No, I may not go into details.
Because I'm directly telling you people that.
Onto what?
No,
what?
Is it
400 seafarers? Is it 400 engineers? Is it 400
You know why
staff?
I decided not to go into that for now? Because we cannot stay here and ask that how many persons have been employed so far. Because we are not bound to have, let me not even say we're not bound to have the statistics. Even though you have the statistics.
But you should have an idea in the job roles. What kind of job roles are there?
He had mentioned not less than 20 different agencies of government.
Yeah.
Now, how do we sit down here and begin to equate that NEMASA has employed so amount, MP has employed so amount, and at the end of the day, this is the aggregate figure of all the persons employed.
Agreed. We don't want to know
once if both parties.
Now what?
I'm interested in the NEMASA part.
If both parties in Rivers State and at the federal level, with all the agencies have caused, have started impacting the people, crime would naturally go down.
No. Frankly speaking, I
am telling you here, Ogbogara,
there are a lot of
that
things.
under your watch, with 25 billion for Ministry of Niger Delta, 202 billion for Ministry of Transport, and 65 billion for NDDC. That's almost 300 billion. Now, I'm not talking about 2016. I am saying that it has not impacted the states. Just like the 407 billion now for Rivers State has not impacted the youths of this state.
Now the question,
and you're a youth.
No, the question.
So they'll wait for you at the gate.
The question we'll ask here is that
now
the pattern of doing business has really changed. You remember we're in a change era now.
What do you mean by that exactly?
No, things have changed. Things are no longer happening the way they used to happen before.
From procession to recession.
No. Let us get these things.
All of that. Listen, Ogara, we do business. I do a lot of business with federal agencies.
Let us get this clear.
Nothing. I will tell you this from my perspective. I do businesses. I do consulting for some agencies also.
Now,
Ross,
nothing has changed.
I can tell you, if not for any organization or agency of government, I can speak for NEMASA as an agency that at least within the past few months, I have gotten maybe 1 or 2 business dealings to do with them. So I know that there is a change of business pattern.
No, just hold on one second. Let's even take the NEMASA. How has it impacted Rivers State?
He just said 400 people have been employed.
More than 400 persons.
400 persons.
In different capacities.
Have been employed.
Security agents.
In different capacities.
What's the staff strength of NEMASA?
More than that, remember
that's the question.
NEMASA as an agency.
NEMASA does not even have up to 400 staff.
As an agency today is currently overstaffed.
In what capacity? Are they
are currently overstaffed, and you're adding 400 staff.
No, I'm coming. They have engaged the services of Rivers people, young men and women in different areas.
That's the question I'm asking. Just in what areas?
In different areas.
Like
It's a broad organization. It's an organization.
Are there seafarers? Are there security?
Most of them are seafarers.
Let's not dwell to. Hold on. Don't derail us here. Let's not dwell to. I am telling you that because by virtue of my position, my unofficial position in Rivers State, people come to me. Let's even take take a big
the corporate rasta.
Yes, and city manager. Let's even take
unofficial mayor.
Yes, let's even take NDDC, which has a larger following. How has it impacted Rivers State? Let's look at your ports. We thought when you come, at least the ports which are under your purview, things will change. We believe that as you're coming, after Jonathan didn't build that airport, that by now it will change.
Hold on.
Come, this is not a defense for anybody. The public will do. I don't want you to eat into their time. We didn't invite you. Came here. Now in Rivers State, the budget is 407 billion.
Yes.
The governor every tells us of projects. He has not impacted the youths here in terms of employment. He has over 40 agencies or channels to reach out to people. There's no clear-cut plan for employment. There's no management of the city. If there's a management of the city, the Dangote truck in front of NDDC for 3 weeks now wouldn't be there.
Is that the responsibility of the City local government?
The city belongs to you, not when it comes to
city manager.
When it comes to the budget, you say your chief security officer. In front of government house, there is a trailer park. Because a company was built there. That building of that company didn't take 2 months. It took over a year. So they should have planned for them. The whole of UTC is still like a tanker park.
And I think that brings us to the responsibility. Sorry. I think that also brings us to the responsibility.
How much is this budget? 407 billion. But not
407 billion. 470 billion.
Okay, 470 billion.
Budgets do not translate into revenue. I hope we know that.
And we even forgot to mention that the budget is not available to us.
Ross. Yes. Do you say you have a copy of the budget?
We have seen a copy of the budget.
No, not that you have seen.
Mr. Ebunwo was on the studio that day.
Not that we have seen a copy of the budget. The question, the question is not whether we have seen a copy of the budget. Now the question is, do you have a copy of the budget as a corporate citizen of Rivers State?
You have to go through the process to get it.
The other day we were talking about
I just went online this morning and I saw the budget of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. How can an entity?
Is it possible?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really? To run an organization without the budget?
Ross.
It doesn't just make sense. It's not possible. And we have, let me learn. We have seen the budget go through the process in the House of Assembly. If you tell me that access to the budget is hard, I agree with you. But not tell me the state doesn't have a budget. If
it is inaccessible, then it means it does not exist.
Yes, then the budget is non-existent.
It's non-existent.
To me, I feel that the budget of Rivers State is better even protected than the Ayatollah of Iran.
No,
but that's the truth.
Now, don't say that we don't have a budget. We do have a budget because we have seen the confirmation.
The question is, if we have a budget, where is our budget
right now? You can call in.
Have they done well?
Sorry, city manager, hold on. The numbers to call are 0817 00000951. I know you guys already have the numbers. 0817 00000951. My prof will say I'm not going to call it again. Hello.
Hello, good morning, my brothers.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. The only thing that captivated my interest to call this morning was that the prof asked what has the PDP and APC contributed to the state.
Yes.
I want to be frank with us. For me, it was very, very unfortunate that somebody like Rotimi Amaechi defected to APC. Though that is my own opinion, not a conventional thing. I don't have interest for APC at all. I don't like APC as a person. But to tell you the truth, Nyesom Wike is trying his best. We are giving him 2 years and now. While Chibuike Amaechi also tried his best. But talking about today, APC has failed people both in the federal capacity and the state capacity. They have nothing to offer. Anybody expecting anything from APC is totally hallucinating.
So what has PDP? What has PDP contributed now in the past 2 years to Rivers State? If APC has failed, what has PDP contributed?
We lost the call. Robinson Thomas Recibe is on the line right now. Robinson, what going?
Which I actually think is that it's unfair to put them side by side. It's going to definitely no matter how you look at it, it will tilt to one side. Depending on who is winning the argument, if you win, at this side, it tilts to the other side. And anyway, if you take a cursory look at the profile you read, Mr. Eugene read, the two persons
he read and developed.
The two persons are clearly people with zero private sector business experience, almost zero private sector experience. Forget that the political scientist actually spent some time in the clinic. I don't know how he fits into a clinic anyway.
It's not correct. It's not correct, Mr. Simbi.
Affected their disposition. I want to look at these two leaders. The only way I can come into this argument is look at it from the leadership philosophy. How has that fact that they were limited to the public space, to public sector, how has it affected their disposition to business? If you put the two persons and their two administrations side by side, how did it rub off on the business? Did we really maximize business, or we look exclusively at governance from the contractual perspective of public sector that we are used to, and not doing
the transactional part of
business
it.
Angle?
Brick and mortar.
That's one. Then two, if you look at another common thing they both share, both of them attended schools in the States, but primary and all that down to universities. I would also want to look at from the philosophy of leadership, how has that, how did that cascade to, they are actually revitalizing and revamping these two institutions in the state, or even, reworking the curriculum, or doing something that really shows that they went through the institutions in the state. And then thirdly, I also find something very curious. Amaechi was speaker for 8 years, which means there's no better person with legislative knowledge than him, and one would have expected that he would have a very peaceful legislative support. But as it turned out, it was chaotic towards the end, and the assembly was shut down completely
due to external
they
interference.
Had to pass budgets in government house and all that. And that's a sad irony. If you also look at the current governor, he was also a local government chairman for 8 years. Now the irony is that in 24 months he has not also been able to conduct a substantive election for local government chairman. So
but there's a pending court case.
Those two quite ironical. You know,
the local government structure is dead now.
Do we, Mr. Sibe?
That's
yes.
Mr. Sibe.
Yes, I'm listening.
Okay, so Bogara, I want to ask you, because you said the local government structure is that the current governor has not been able to fully maximize the potentials of the local government
based
system.
on his experience.
Based on his experience in Rivers State. Now,
based on the experience he acquired as
based on the experience,
chairman of Alba.
Yeah. Now, I want to ask one question. I want to ask is that do we still have local government system in Rivers State?
Why not?
No, I don't think we still have. What at best we have in Rivers?
Let's not be political.
No, there is nothing about political here.
Let me make my contribution here in the studio. You would respond when I'm done.
Okay, continue.
You know that their local government system,
by virtue of your immunity, you can go on.
They still receive FAC allocation from JAC meetings and all that. There is a local government caretaker committee chairman in your local government as we speak. And should there be any issue, I know you will be the first person to run to accuse him that he has failed in his responsibility. So that is not an issue under debate. What we're saying is that one would have thought that the experience he got as an Argon chairman and all that would have been put to bear to make sure that we have substantive and stable leadership, which we know is the necessary thing you need for sustainable development. Now, these two persons, what is their leadership philosophy? The leaders of one call him high tension. The leaders of the other call him lion. For a citizen like me, I am scared by those two names. How has this, rubbed off on their philosophy of leadership? Are they scary? Are they, is there a burst of adrenaline in the space around them? Let's analyze this thing from that perspective. Also, let me not take all of the time, but I want to thank Obokara for admitting that he did a business with NEMASA. I want to find out if he has been able to file his income tax returns
with the state.
To the River State Inland Revenue System. Thank you.
Sibe, is this an attempt to ambush me or what?
So Robinson is now saying, you're accusing
Mr.
people that do business in Abuja that they don't pay their taxes.
Mr. Sibe, are you trying to ambush me or what?
Okay, so that's fine. Robinson, thank you very much. You just raised a new point that the APC people are not paying their tax in River State. We will look at that. Mr. Evans.
Sibe raised some very high, that despite the fact that they don't have private sector experience, they've acquired so much experience in the public service.
And at the grassroots level
yes,
also.
And so far, the areas which they control have not fared better. Like our legislature today, I don't think is the standard. Can it be the standard nationwide? Can our local government system, the way it function here currently, be the standard? Because every 3 months they say, because of the subsisting court matter. But what you hear them say, the caretaker committee, that I will pay salary. They told us to pay salary. So that's where
it's not what every other government does in Nigeria. Maybe apart from a few rivers and Lagos. Every other government basically.
It's not true.
Every other government.
That's not true.
Basically,
that's not true.
Every other government is a. Every other government basically is a salary-paying government. There are just
let's open the lines for people.
All right, we have a call.